Let's talk about rivers in Nicaragua. So here you can see Nicaragua is in Central America. And look closer, you can see that there are a lot of rivers in the country, and they're generally pretty small. The climate in Nicaragua is tropical, and it has a dry and rainy season. During the dry season, which is January through June, there is virtually no rain, and trees and plants start to dry out. Once the rains come around June and July, everything starts growing, and the yellow plants and leafless trees turn green and start blossoming. In August and September, it often rains once a day. Fortunately, it just rains for a short period of time, and these are often spectacular tropical downpours. In the eastern part of the country, it rains more than in the west. This higher volume of rain in the west goes along well with the lakes in Nicaragua in the west, and then the east only having lots of small rivers, and this is separated through a mountain range. There are nearly 100 principal rivers, most of which drain the Central Highlands through the Atlantic lowlands and empty along the Mosquito Coast. The majority of them are relatively short rivers, with a few longer ones such as Rio Grande de Matagalpa. A few rivers feed the Managua and Nicaragua lakes. The Coco River, Nicaragua's longest river, flows 680 kilometers, or 423 miles, from the northwest highlands to the Caribbean Sea, forming Nicaragua's border with Honduras. The river that carries the largest volume of water is the San Juan River, which is only 180 kilometers, or 110 miles long, which flows from the southeast corner of Lake Nicaragua east to the Caribbean Sea. This deep, navigable river forms the boundary between Nicaragua and Costa Rica. So now we're going to talk about the three different parts of rivers, starting with the headwaters. So Nicaragua has a lot of waterfalls, and this is due to the fact that the tertiary volcanic rocks that are in the middle of the country that split the west side from the east side, and these waterfalls form at the top of these volcanic rocks. For instance, there is a group of waterfalls located not far from the city of Matagalpa, which offer great possibilities for a nice swim or a relaxing picnic. The mountainous region is home to many different falls. The first waterfall was called the Salto de Santa Emilia, named after the small town that is situated close by. Now this site is known as Cascada Blanca and offers a spectacular view in the rainy season when water abounds. In the dry season, the waterfall is not as large, but a pond is present year-round. The next aspect of rivers is the middle waters. Let's look specifically at River Malacatoya. In this picture, you can clearly see that there is a lot of fluvial morphology. In fact, everything winds and curves, and it goes a lot around the country. Due to the massive use of volcanic rock in the middle of the country, most of the sediment load is volcanic sediment load. Now we're going to look at the third characteristic of rivers, which is the delta region. Clearly you can see that there are lots of different types of deltas. This one is fractured and does not come straight out to the ocean. The next one comes straight out to the ocean, and there's no landform in between them, just like the Punta Gorda. Except the Punta Gorda, gorda in Spanish means fat, and the part where the delta region is a little bit fatter than the river. This next really large river comes out into this bay area and not straight into the ocean, and it has lots of little fractions that are also coming out into that bay area. We have more really curvy rivers that end up coming out into another big lake bay area. The most important to reference when talking about Nicaragua and its rivers is the new possibility of having a Nicaraguan canal. I read an article called Environmental Pollution and Shipping Feasibility of the Nicaraguan Canal, which argues against it. If the Nicaragua Canal is built, it will be the largest canal in the world, and indeed the largest maritime engineering project in the history of mankind. The project threatens to destroy the surrounding natural ecological environment, even as the feasibility of its maritime transport services remains deeply questionable. Given the international shipping market's present development situation and expecting future trends, the question of whether the world shipping industry needs a new canal requires serious study and careful assessment. Creating a transoceanic canal in Nicaragua would indeed add a new navigation channel and provide more shipping route options for the world maritime industry, but the irreversible economic, social, and environmental damages of the project are simply too severe. The Earth's marine environment and biological resources are the commonwealth of all mankind, and the responsibility to protect them is a common charge. Scientists and experts predict that the construction of the Nicaraguan Canal would disastrously damage freshwater resources and regional biodiversity while causing immense ecological and social problems.